So we're here with JD. Come all this way, 1-0 win. You must be really happy with that today.
Yeah, obviously the travelling adds to it, doesn't it? It's a 9 o'clock leave, so it's a long way to come, but it's part of the league. We knew this was going to be very, very difficult. It's a tough place to come. They've done really well this year. They're well coached. They've got a certain playing style, which is nice on the eye. They try to play through the thirds, and yeah, it is a good result. Teams will find it difficult here.
So must be really pleased with a clean sheet as well here.
Yeah, we kind of spoke about it 2 weeks ago. So we kind of we said we're shipping too many goals. I think we shipped 5 against Beaconsfield, 3 against Hayes, and then even when we won, it was always a goal that we were conceding. So we did have a kind of meeting with the squad about it a couple of weeks ago, and we just said, look, it's got to improve. We're not going to be up there, or you can't expect to score 2 or 3 goals every game. We've got to keep clean sheets. And generally, no, that's harsh. Sorry, I think throughout the game they defended really well. I thought Sam was solid with his handling, and I thought we restricted them to not too many chances, and there was lots of blocks in there, lots of effort, and lots of good when the ball turnover, the transition as well. So that was pleasing.
And at the other end of the field, they did well to limit our chances as well. Yeah,
they're a good side. So it was. I kind of predicted how I thought the game was going to go. Really, I thought it was going to be quite tight. I thought we'd keep the ball better. I've got to admit, I thought the first half some of the ball retention from us was poor from players in our final third. When we got up there, I just thought with the kind of style and the players we got, they should have passed the ball better to each other. Really, we spoke about it at half time, and it got slightly better in the second half, and that allowed us to get up the pitch a little bit more as well.
But it's one of those ball where we didn't keep retention. That suddenly there was a mix-up at the back on the 40th minute. Suddenly Brad just picks it up from the edge of the box and wham, in the back of the net. Brilliant goal.
Yeah, great finish. We spoke about Brad as well, where not just Brad, but whoever plays up there, sometimes you've got to be the match winner. You're not going to go and cruise games all the time. You've got to sometimes grind things out, and you've got to get yourself in front and hold on to it. And yeah, there was a bit of a mix-up, and Brad kind of sneaked in there and he shot. It's funny because that kind of 5-10 minute period before, Brad was the one who was asking just to keep the ball a little bit more, because he went through a little bit of period of just giving up too easy. But he's more than made up for it there with a great finish.
So anything else that really pleased you today?
The clean sheet obviously is really important in the way we've defended. We spoke about after Beaconsfield about when we're losing the ball, just being a bit more solid with our shape and recovering better. So we have worked on that, and I thought they've done that well today. And I think it pays dividends when you do that. We keep I thought we was very solid out of possession and kind of from their threat of long throws or set pieces that went in the box. I thought generally the boys have worked hard and defended really well.
We got asked, I think it was a question after last week's manager's post-match interview, and asking about Roddy and Pecky at all. Have you got any updates for us?
Yeah, we spoke to both. They're both going through their rehab. Obviously, they've had their ops and stuff. I think the target for those guys is to go towards the back end of the year. Rod was on the bike the other day. But obviously he's got to do all non weight bearing stuff. So he started to do that. He's which is really pleasing. But Jake is similar as well, obviously doing his recovery. I think that's the first phases of it. It's going to take still several months from here. Both had really, really serious injuries where they have to do their rehab properly. We can't rush them back at all. We're not going to see them this year. They're not going to make the April-May kind of periods. I think those two lads have got aim for when we start pre-season again. Towards the July, August time, and just kind of seeing where they're at. But even then, we'd have to really monitor them to make sure we don't rush them back.
So we started to asking your thoughts on marks out of 10. So what would you give Chesham's performance today?
7.
7 again, and no midweek game. So another long trip next week. So thoughts on next week's trip to Tiverton?
Tough again. We know kind of what they're about and what they do. They're an effective side. So it'll be a different game to how we played today. Every game poses a different threat. So I think they have good threats, physical side. So that'll be a tough game. We've got a lot of travelling. We've got to go to Tiverton, we've got to go to Truro. We have to go to Poole. In the next few weeks. But listen, if you want to be up there, you can't shirk those games. We've got to roll up there, and we've got to put in the results. I think if we defended, I'll take the way we defended today at Tiverton, because that's going to be really important. Just sharpen up a little bit when we're getting around the box.
Onwards and upwards, and we'll talk again after next week's game.
Yep, see you then. Thank you.